So Ozempic has a new potential use. So from diabetes to weight loss, Ozempic is actually known in the medical community, as all of you know, as semaglutide. And it was initially developed to help people with type 2 diabetes manage their blood sugar levels. And this is crucial because maintaining blood sugar is key to managing diabetes and preventing its complications, and for many other reasons in our health. But what was unexpected is the weight loss benefit. So during its use as a diabetic medication, diabetic patients had significant side effect that was observed was began to losing weight when they were not able to do before. This was a really unexpected but also welcome discovery, as weight management is so often a challenge for many, especially for those with type 2 diabetes. So now we see it has a potential in treating alcohol addiction. So the latest development in Ozempic's journey is its potential role in treating alcohol addiction. So this is actually particularly exciting as it opens up a whole new avenue for using an existing medication to address a different, yet as we see in our culture, very serious issue. So the recent study on alcohol use disorder called AUD showed a promising link, and what the study conducted by the University of Oklahoma and Oklahoma State University, they uncovered that patients using Ozempic for weight loss also experienced improvements in their symptoms related to alcohol addiction. So that actually is a significant finding, suggesting that Ozempic could be repurposed to treat alcohol addiction. I'm going to have more comments on that in a bit. The problem is the discovery is so important because its new use is already an approved drug for weight loss, and it's potentially then able to speed up the process of making it an effective treatment available for those struggling with alcohol addiction. So let's talk about how the study was actually conducted. It was actually a very small study. And the study involved a small group, only 6, and believe me, that's a very small group, all of whom were taking Ozempic for weight loss. It did not say whether they were diabetic or not. And this small sample size is typical in early stage medical research, which is actually very true. Using audit, AUDIT, for measurement, the alcohol use disorder identification test was used to identify their alcohol use issues. And actually, this standardized questionnaire is actually widely used in the medical community to assess alcohol consumption behavior. So notable improvements, which is so interesting, after starting Ozempic, these patients showed a significant decrease in their audit scores, indicating an improvement in their alcohol addiction symptoms. This actually suggested a direct correlation between the use of Ozempic and the reduction in alcohol addiction. So previous research, animal studies, and patient reports prior to this study, the research was only on animals, but it had suggested that semaglutide could reduce the consumption of alcohol and drugs. And additionally, some of the patients on the medication actually reported a decreased desire to consume alcohol. But the reality is we need more human trials. However, these observations have not yet been confirmed in large controlled clinical trials with human participants, which is really important for validating any medical treatments. So the question is really now, what's next? Certainly further research with the STAR trial. So the encouraging results from this small study have paved the way for larger and more comprehensive studies, such as the semaglutide therapy for alcohol reduction. Now, these studies really aim to provide more conclusive evidence on the safety and effectiveness of Ozempic in treating alcohol addiction. So, seeking definite answers, the outcomes of these trials are eagerly awaited, as they will help really determine whether Ozempic can be officially used as a treatment for alcohol addiction. So why does this really matter? Well, it's a potential game changer. If Ozempic is proven effective in treating alcohol addiction, it could actually revolutionize the approach to addiction in general. And actually, it would mean that a medication originally developed for a completely different purpose, diabetes and weight loss, could actually also have benefit for individuals struggling with addiction. So new treatment option, this can actually provide a really new, potentially more effective treatment option for alcohol addiction, a condition that is actually often so challenging for those of us in practice and has significant impact on individuals and society. And all of this was published in the Journal of Clinical Psychiatry. And the publications of these findings is a really crucial step, actually, in the scientific process. And it means that research has been peer-reviewed and certainly deemed worthy of sharing with the public. Now, let me tell you some of my concerns. My concerns are that what I've seen clinically is that we're using a medication that we've not studied long-term for people that are not diabetic. And what I'm seeing clinically is that so many people that have digestive issues before they start this treatment have then long-term issues such as gastroparesis, paralytic ileus, which means the intestines become somewhat paralyzed. And in addition to that, they also have a lot of nausea and some vomiting. Now, is that something that we're looking at before we put people on these medications? It isn't. And the more people that we have on the medications, the more we're going to have problems with this particular issue. So am I all for the possibility of treating addiction? Absolutely. Is it something that's very, very difficult to deal with? Yes. But my curiosity is really more about, are there neurotransmitters that we really need to focus on that can actually help with the whole notion of addiction? So the saga continues, and I am somewhat hesitant in recommending that we use Ozempic or semaglutide for everything because we really, really don't know the long-term effects. We've in the past used medications very quickly and found that it has pretty significant side effects like fen-phen back in the day. So I am cautiously watching this information, but I'm not going to go out of the gate saying this is the medication that's for everyone, because I think there's other solutions that we're not paying attention to, but they may not be as quick a solution as a particular drug. Although, I'll be talking further about some of the things that I've seen in my practice and that work as effectively.
Hi, this is Marcelle. I want to introduce you to a concept that's just so exciting. So we know that the weight loss medications, the semaglutide variety of medications, is very effective at decreasing your interest in food. The problem is that for many of you that you know that there are some side effects, and many of you that are watching this are seeing that you tried the medication and you didn't really feel very good on it, but you really wanted to lose that weight. The biggest problem I see in the weight loss industry in general is that so many people are hungry and they have cravings for these particular foods. So I created homeopathic drops that don't have significant side effects with nausea or problems with diarrhea or general GI discomfort. And what they do is they take the noise of food away, they suppress your appetite, and they really allow you the ability to be able to kind of sit back a bit and make some lifestyle changes and change your habits that are going to be the important thing long term. So for those of you that are interested, please look at the link below, and it's Marcelle, MarcellePick.com, and you'll be able to see a link there also for looking at the 21-day Quick Start, which is a 21-day program in which so many of my patients are losing weight very quickly, and also be able to get the homeopathic drops there.